Hello everybody, welcome back to Red Shirt Video. My name's Keith. uh as usual, I'm back up here for a day or two. I had a surprise happen. Not really a surprise, but kind of snuck up on me. The water heater at my cabin where I'm spending the night started leaking, and I've been waiting for this for several years. Actually, I bought another one a long time ago, and I was going to replace it, but the old one was still working good and doing okay, so I just kept on going with it. Well, this weekend is the weekend that it decided it's going to leak, and I need to get it replaced. So tomorrow I'll probably be doing that. Today, once again, I'm going to be wrapping up some loose ends. One thing that I've been putting off for a while, and I don't know why, maybe I just had to get the electrical to a certain point, and I'm almost finished with all the electrical now. I need to do these porch lights. I got these on Amazon when they were running a I don't know what you call it, a really cheap day. They were running a bunch of specials, and these are 4 inches. The ones that are in the cabin are going to be 6 inches. I was going to do two of these, one over above this window and one above this other window, and I think I've changed my mind. These are not real big. I think they're going to put off plenty of light, but I'm going to put one over the door also. These also have this little box that you would attach to a rafter or something inside. In this case, I'll just be able to tuck it up in the little attic area. It has a junction box. You make your junction in there, and then it's got a pigtail coming off of it. The ones that I'm using inside only support one light each box. This one will support two lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these boxes up here and run two lights, and then I'll run a wire over and do a third one also. And then I'm also going to put one of these in the closet. I put a box in there for a regular light to go in the closet, but I think I'm going to change it over to these. And that way in the future, if I want to run a lot of this stuff off of a 12-volt battery or some kind of solar system or something, it'll be easier to adapt to. So anyway, I got this hole saw, and I'm going to drill these holes. I ran a wire, actually it was already run from the light switch right inside the door. It goes up and over, and all I did is route it out this hole. So that's going to give me my power. That wire will run two lights, because that's how these lights are ganged together. I think this is my last wiring project, and this is the last of the 14-2 wire that I have, which is all I need. But if something comes up, I'll have to use 12-2, or I'll have to go buy some more. That should reach. Should be getting down there. There it is. Okay. So I got the other one, the main one, wired up. This kit comes with these little push lock things. I've never used these. but I'm going to try it on this one. I didn't know these came with this, and so I used wire nuts on the big one back there. But anyway, you just push them on and they grab and lock. And then I'm going to take the white one, push it in here. That's pretty easy. I've never used these before. And let's do the black one. Looks like it's got enough to do 4 connectors if you need to. And let's do one for the ground. All right. It all looks like it's in. Now we're going to cram it into the box. Close the box. We'll put that up in there. Put the extra wire for the 4th light, which we're not using. Then you take one of these, line up the plugs, plug it in tight, screw it on. Okay, push that up in there. And then you flip these ears up, spring loaded. Get up in there. That's kind of small, but I don't guess I need a real big one out here. All right, let's finish the rest. This one's pretty easy, just got to plug it in. Line up the slots, plug them together, screw down the collar, push these ears back. Oh, they're heavy spring loaded. And then push it up in. All right, there you can see all 3 of them. I think that'll look good at nighttime. So the next thing is I want to have an outlet on the porch. And there is an outlet in the living room right on the other side of this wall. So I'm going to cut a hole in the wall and put what they call an old workbox. It's the kind that has the wings on it. It'll grab hold of the siding. So I'm going to cut a hole. All right, that'll fit good. All right, so all I did was poke a wire through here, and it's running over to the plug on the inside. But the living room, all the plugs aren't wired together yet, so they're not hot. Well, of course, we don't have power to the building, but it's not hot yet. Alrighty. Okay, so as we can see, this is a vent fan for the bathroom. It's got a light and a heater. I don't really need the light. The heater would be handy if you're taking a shower in the winter and you really want to heat that bathroom up. I've already got the line run. It's a dedicated line, 12-2, so it's good to go. This thing, I bought it, I don't know, 15 years ago. I was going to use it in the bathroom at my cabin, and it was going to be a little harder install than I thought it would be because it was adapting to an old situation rather than brand new construction. So this should be easier, but I opened it up a while back and looked inside, and it was a little confusing with all the parts and pieces. So I'm going to look at this again. I've already got the hole ready to go, and I'm going to see if I can figure this out and get this installed up here in the ceiling in the bathroom. Here in the bathroom, I did manage to get this mounted up here. I had to cut out some of that flooring to get the box up in there. I still have to acquire the hose for the vent and run that out the end wall. The wiring is all done in here. I'm either going to get a 3-gang box here, 3-way, or I'm going to get a switch that has 2 switches on it. I'm not sure, but then I'll have to wire all this up. But that's what's left. So I came over here to do a little night filming. I wanted to see what those porch lights looked like. From here, they look pretty good, but they're really bright. When you get up under them, it feels like you're under the sun. So I'm going to go inside the cabin. I don't think anybody be sneaking up on us with those lights. Man, that's bright. All right, I got the generator running in here. I'm going to hook up a couple of other LED lights inside, see what it looks like. So I'm standing in the bathroom right now. I got the generator running right there. That is bright, bright. I'm going to hook up a couple of interior lights, see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm sure it's going to be loud in here. I've got 2 lights in the living room. There should be 4, and they're just hanging down right now, so they're kind of pointing off in any direction. Okay, so the bathroom should have 2. It's only got 1, and like I said, they're just hanging down right now. And then the bedroom should have 2, and it's only got 1. So this is pretty encouraging. Signing off. So we're about to go into the little hidden room here. I had to take about 20-30 minutes and clean it up just so I could step foot inside. It was such a mess. So here is the water heater that has been leaking. You can see it didn't have a pan under it, but I'm going to change that this time. So there's the old water heater, and there's the new one that I bought probably, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. I think this other one is probably 15 to 20 years old. I'm going to see if I can find a date on it. Anyway, I got the power shut off, and I got the water cut off. I got the water drained. I'm sure that thing's still going to be heavy. So I'm going to disconnect that thing and see about getting it out of there. Yep, that should leak. I guess not. I thought there'd still be some water left of those lines. All right, everything's loose. Now, how heavy is this sucker? Ooh, I need a bucket or something. Let's open this up. Oh, you dirty dog. Just broke a pipe that I don't have a fitting for, which means I got to drive back into town for one little dollar piece. All right, I'm going to scrounge around and see if I can find that piece of pipe. So if you look right here, there's a T. And here's the piece I broke off. So it's not the end of the world because I said a little prayer and I found that. So I'm going to replace that and all the line coming down to the tank. So we're back in go mode. So it's very cramped in here. And I hope that thing's still good after sitting here all these years. I'm going to try to lift this up into that pan. Oh my goodness gracious. So off camera, I cut and dry fit all these. And I'm going to start putting them together. All right. That's all hooked up. All right. So once again, off camera, I dry fitted all these pieces. And now we're going to start final assembly. That should be everything. We're going to wait a while, let that dry.